I hope you are all having a great Wednesday. I wanted to create and upload another video where I specifically talk a bit more in detail about the Global Health Awareness campaign that you all will be working on, hopefully starting this week and throughout the remainder of the semester. So I've gotten 2 to 3 sort of email questions about your topics for Sunday. Just a reminder, Sunday you're going to turn in your first part of the awareness campaign, which is your health issue report. So I wanted to just talk about some of the questions that have come up and hopefully make this assignment a little bit more clear for everyone. But this isn't to take the place of emails. Feel free to keep emailing me questions if you want some questions answered before now and Sunday's deadline. So in thinking about your health issue, think about the end goal of this assignment. So the end goal, what you will submit later in the semester, is a digital storyboard, and you'll create these using the free Canva software. That's one option that I gave you. And it will be a health awareness campaign. So think about what the intentions of those are. And I'm sure you've seen, quit smoking campaigns or health screening campaigns. A lot of times you'll see these on billboards. You might see these in a research article format. And we all are going to do these in kind of a up and coming, let's say these digital storyboards are definitely gaining a lot of traction in the public health field. And that's why I want us all to get some experience creating one and thinking through these. So again, the purpose of these health awareness campaigns is to promote behavior change, right? You want that the person viewing it understands that the behavior that they're engaging in is potentially harmful for their health. And you want to educate the viewers about this health issue, and you hopefully want to convince them that by changing behavior, they can mitigate or decrease the risk of them, contracting or getting certain health ailment as a consequence of the behavior. So let me give you an example to kind of take it out of this abstract. So let's say for my digital story health awareness campaign, I want to focus on quitting smoking, tobacco cessation. So for my health issue, for the part 1, I could write up a page about why smoking is bad for you, how many people in, let's say, the US smoke, what diseases come as a direct result of smoking, so on and so forth. Part 1 of this, the health issue report, is intended to give you time and space to research a health issue that is of interest to you and write a summary about that. That is all you have to do for Sunday. Now, I don't expect you to know everything you're writing right off the bat, so I do want you to get on Google Scholar, research some academic articles, so peer-reviewed articles. You certainly could look at the NIH website or CDC, Centers for Disease Control, National Institute of Health websites. Those are definitely accredited sources. But I want you to use at least 3 sources for the health issue report for Sunday. So the first part, you are just going to explain your health issue. Part 2 will allow you to get a little bit more specific about who your campaign is targeted at. So for example, you could look at, you could choose youth, and let's say your campaign or your health issue is, diet and nutrition amongst kids, and then you could have your demographic be youth, and then you could have a campaign specifically targeted to, let's say, middle schoolers. Hold on, let me shut the blinds here. Okay, that's better. If your health issue of choice was, let's say, tobacco cessation, you could choose your demographic to be also, let's say Alaska Native. So we do know that the number 1 preventable or cause of preventable death among Alaska Natives is smoking, cigarette smoke. So you could make the case that that was your issue and your campaign is targeted specifically at that population. And then part 3, You will create your digital story. And in all of these, I want you to be creative. You're going to use photos, you can embed videos. And again, with every step along the way, I'll post more videos giving you a little bit more guidelines. But the end result is presenting the issue. What are the risks? Some statistics that directly relate to your demographic group. And then what is the benefit to that person's health if they engage in behavior change? And you can have these be about any health topic that's of interest to you. So you can choose physical inactivity and then do a health promotion campaign about physical activity, or let's say active commuting to and from work. In my write-up about part 1, I just would be hesitant to key or to have a really, really broad health issue, but I will read through all of these, obviously, after Sunday when you turn them in. And if any of you are a little too broad, I'll make sure to tell you that and also give you some suggestions. But it's okay, I think, to start broad at the moment. If you're just starting off researching these health issues. To give you another example, I talked about vitamin A. And so let's say you pick vitamin A deficiency as your health issue, and perhaps your demographic or the part of the world that you want the campaign to be focused on is farmers in Africa. A big initiative that hasn't been going on that long is farmers have started infusing is maybe the wrong word, but fortifying sweet potato with vitamin A. And so you could also gear your campaign towards producers. Anyway, all of these choices are up to you. I want you guys to be creative in these. You can certainly make this Bozeman focused or focused in the community you live in. And again, I'll give you all a lot of feedback on early next week about your projects. And then we'll move through this as a class. So we'll do the topic, then you'll talk about your demographic, and then you'll start building a draft of your campaign. And then, you'll get feedback from the draft, and then you'll move into the final part. So I just posted a few more resources for you all. So there's a sample campaign that I posted under week 4 that you can all watch. And there's also an article that was not so long ago published about viewers' participation and how they felt about these in a public health setting. So this will give you guys all kind of a better idea of what I'm expecting from you by the end of the semester. So hopefully this video is helpful in kind of thinking through what you want your issue to be. And again, my 2 words of wisdom at the moment are: keep your issue succinct enough that you don't get too bogged down with all the literature out there. And second, choose one that you're pretty interested in, because you'll be spending some time with this over the semester. All right, well, let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to reading these on, let's say on Monday, because they'll be due Sunday night by midnight. All right, thanks.